Timing is the make or break of this whole, this whole attempt, to conceive a girl. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great and hope you all are well. So today's video is a continuation from my previous videos on how to get pregnant fast and how to conceive a boy. So I'm a mom of two. I've got a daughter and a son, and I thought I should share my experience with you guys here because, as they say, experience is the best teacher. So before I start the video, I just wanted to share a disclaimer to say that I'm not a medical practitioner at all. I'm not a midwife or a doctor or a nurse or whatever. I'm just a mom of two kids sharing my experience with you guys. Here are my tips on how to conceive a girl. So first things first, as I always say in all of my pregnancy videos, you need to be in the mindset, okay? Your mind is a powerful tool in anything that you do in life, and same with pregnancy. Your mind has to be like mentally prepared. You need to envision it, you need to speak it into existence, so to say. Yes, so your mind is very, very important in trying to conceive a baby. Okay? So tip number 2 is to track your ovulation. You need to know your ovulation. Ovulation is very important in getting pregnant because that is when your egg leaves the ovary through the fallopian tube and goes into your womb ready for fertilization. So you need to know your ovulation. Now, majority of the women have a 28-day cycle, and within those 28 days, 14 days is when you have like your ovulation period, okay? But there are some specific dates that are the main ovulation dates, okay? You can track your ovulation by buying test kits. Like there's the ovulation test kits where you have to weigh on it and it will tell you if it is positive or negative. Thereby you will know that, okay, if it is positive, that means you're ovulating, or if it is negative, then you are not ovulating. You can also use apps. Like there are different apps that you can use to track your ovulation. You can also track your ovulation through your cervical mucus. So every month your cervical mucus changes. On the days that you're ovulating, it is usually kind of like egg white kind of consistency. So that's how you know when you're ovulating, okay? So tip number 3 is timing. Now timing is very key. Timing is the make or break of this whole, this whole attempt, to conceive a girl. Yeah. So according to research by Dr. Shettles called the Shuttles Method, he states that for you to conceive a girl baby, you have to have sex every day leading up to ovulation day. You need to know the specific dates when you're ovulating so that before that time comes, you can stop having sex. So before your ovulation, you need to give yourself a holiday from having intercourse. So go and rest. I'm sure some of your partners will not like that period. But yeah, but before then, you can have intercourse every day, and that will give you a better chance of conceiving a girl. So the reason why the Shuttles method suggests that you should have sex like every day leading up to your ovulation time is because the female sperms are slow. Like they travel very slow to reach the egg, but they live longer, so they can live longer in your cervix and hopefully reach the egg at some point, even if they're slower, So yeah, that is it for that. Tip number 4 is to stop having intercourse 2 to 3 days before ovulation. So before you start ovulating, you need to stop having intercourse, because if you have intercourse within 2 to 3 days, there is a higher chance of the male Y sperms hitting the egg and getting it fertilized, and thereby you could conceive a boy if you have sex within your ovulation period. For you to conceive a girl, you need to have sex every day, but my sisters, avoid your ovulation period. Like within 2 to 5 days of your ovulation time, just avoid sex in that period, okay? It's just so that you don't have a boy. Tip number 5, avoid orgasms. I know in my previous video on how to conceive a boy, I mentioned that you should actually have orgasms, but right now, if you want a baby girl, try to avoid orgasms, okay? Just do it sharp. Do not, have an orgasm, because if you have an orgasm, it kind of increases the alkalinity of your cervix, and it thereby makes the whole environment more like hostile to the eggs carrying sperms. Okay, and we need those eggs carrying sperms to conceive a girl. So yeah, avoid having an orgasm. Tip number 6 is about positions. I'm not sure about positions, as I said before, because you could have, the most important thing about positions is having the sperms in you, okay? And that is the most important thing. So you might position yourself like this or like this. If the sperms somehow seep out of you, then you're not going to get pregnant, okay? So the most important thing is for you to stay in a particular position and ensure that, you know, all the sperms are in you, ready to do their job, okay? I know they say that for you to conceive a girl, some research say that you should have a shallow position, and then for you to conceive a boy, some research have said you should have like a deeper penetration position. But to me, all of that is not really important. The most important thing is whatever position you choose, make sure that the sperms stay in, and you know, that is what is going to fertilize your eggs. Tip number 7 is your diet. So there's this research about diet being very helpful, you know, for you to conceive a girl. So yeah, it is said that you need to increase your consumption of calcium and magnesium. And yeah, I actually did that to, you know, conceive my baby girl, because before, when I was trying to get pregnant, I changed my whole diet. I was trying to eat, you know, healthy foods just to conceive like anyone. In the beginning of my pregnancies, I really did not have like a specific choice. I was just like, I just wanted to be blessed with a child at first. So yeah, I changed my diet. I was eating like healthy food. If you know what you want and you're looking to conceive a girl, increase your intake of calcium rich foods such as milk, cheese, specifically dairy foods, yeah. Milk, cheese, beans, yogurt, almonds, you know, those foods are rich in calcium. And for magnesium, you just need to increase your intake of leafy greens, salmon, dark chocolates. If you take a lot of those foods, they will definitely help you in conceiving a baby girl. So yeah, those are my tips on how to conceive a girl. As you all know, you can't control things like getting pregnant or the kind of child that you have. I mean, you can only play your part, but you can't control these things. And I also believe in destiny. So if you are destined to have a girl, you have a girl. If you're destined to have a boy, or if you're destined to have twins, triplets, octuplets, like whatever you're destined to have is what you have. So I would just say that just try to, you know, be very open-minded about these things. I know sometimes some people might have gender disappointment because they didn't have the gender that they were expecting to have, but I want you to remember that children are a blessing, and whatever child you get is a blessing. You just have to try to overcome the disappointment and cherish and love the child. Just try to, you know, have peace of mind that, okay, your baby boy or girl is a blessing to you and to your partner, okay? So yeah, also try not to be anxious or desperate about having, you know, a baby girl. You know, just try to just take things easy with yourself. You're doing great. Just try to take things easy. It will happen when it will happen. You just have to play your part and have faith. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like this video. I appreciate all your likes, and also comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys think about conceiving a baby girl. Okay, just leave me any questions, or any, if you want to suggest any, you know, videos that I should shoot, just leave me a comment down below and I'll get on it. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. All my previous pregnancy related videos are all in the description box below. I made a playlist of each of them, so yeah, you would love to watch it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.